These days, you can do nearly everything online. You can date, you can grocery shop, you can go to college, you can get a prescription, and now you can do online therapy. But the big question is, does it work? Is online therapy as effective as traditional face-to-face therapy? I get asked this question a lot on my channel, and people have some pretty strong opinions about it. So today I'm going to answer that big question. Does online therapy really work? Stick around. Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Dr. Allison, and in case you are new here or we don't know each other, I am a licensed clinical psychologist, and I have pretty much made it my life mission to simplify psychology, to break down the science and break down the research for you so that you can live a healthier and more meaningful life. Today we're talking about online therapy, and you've probably heard it called a couple different things. So maybe you've heard it called telehealth, teletherapy, video counseling. It goes by a couple different names, but essentially what we mean is that you're using technology, usually the internet, a computer, a phone, to do therapy rather than doing traditional face-to-face sitting with your therapist in their office. Now, online therapy isn't really new. Therapists have actually been doing this for years, but recently there's been sort of an explosion of online platforms that specialize in teletherapy, and it's really sparked this debate and this interest and this question in how effective is online therapy. According to the research, drumroll please, the answer to the question, does online therapy work? The answer is yes. Does it work as well as traditional face-to-face therapy? Yes. Is it as effective? Yes. And even better, or I should say more encouraging, is that levels of satisfaction between clients who do online therapy versus traditional face-to-face therapy, those levels of satisfaction and improvement are similar. So this is awesome news, right? So whether you choose to come see a therapist like me in this office and you get to relax on my quite fabulous couch, I will say, or you are sitting on your own couch in your pajamas, or you're at your desk at work over lunch and you're seeing or talking to a therapist over the computer. Science tells us both of those things work. Both of those modes of therapy are effective in all sorts of things, and they're similar, right? So one isn't better than the other. They both work and they're both effective. Now, I will give you one small caveat. So some of the newer therapy platforms are using messaging. And so sometimes they're doing therapy exclusively through messaging. What I mean by messaging is like texting or, exclusively typing. And the research hasn't really caught up in this regard. So when we talk about online therapy, we're not really talking about messaging exclusively. Now, it could be, the research just isn't there yet, so we don't really know. We're really talking about like video chatting. Clearly technology isn't my thing. Do people even call it video chatting anymore? But right, talking to your therapist through a screen or over the phone, like actually, talking over the phone. That's really what we're talking about. And that's where the research has super exciting information. So overall, this is great news because it expands people's access to mental health care. It expands people's access to being able to talk to a therapist, to be able to get counseling. And that is nothing but amazing. Maybe you're wondering, okay, so which one is better for me? Which one should I do? Online therapy, or should I go see someone face to face? And I hate to say this answer, but to be honest, it depends. Because again, research says they're both effective. So it really depends on you, your, where you live, your resources, your schedule, your location, your, availability. Like it just depends on a lot of different things. So I guess I would say start with the one that maybe feels the most doable. If the thought of face-to-face therapy is just so anxiety-provoking that you've been avoiding it, but online therapy seems a little bit less scary, start there. I mean, so much of living as humans is trial and error, and that's just finding a therapist in general. So start with whichever one seems best for you, and you may learn as you go about what you prefer more or what is the best fit. One quick note, because I anticipate I'll get some questions about it. A year ago or so, there was a huge controversy on YouTube about YouTube and the platform BetterHelp, which is an online platform for therapy. And there was so much buzz about it, and I saw a lot of people weighing in. And so I chose, as a psychologist, to kind of look into the issue and weigh in. And I definitely had some major concerns. And if you haven't seen that video or you want to go back and watch it, you'll learn that most of my concerns were around transparency and some of the information that they were presenting. I didn't feel like it was quite accurate, or that they were really helping people see all of their options. And so I talked about that in that video pretty honestly. But I did get a lot of questions in that video about, well, does online therapy work? And so if you want to go back and you want to look through the comments, I actually talk about that I was going to make a video about this coming up, but I talked about with people that my issue is not with online therapy because the research is supportive and hashtag science is real. So that isn't the issue. So I wondered if I'd get some questions about that. So in case you saw that video and were confused, I just wanted to let you know, and you can go back and watch that video for my commentary or to kind of see how I tease apart those issues. As a psychologist, I am a firm believer in evidence-based care. And what that means is that the stuff I do with my clients, it's supported by science. The stuff I talk about and I teach here on my channel, it's backed by research. And so both online therapy and traditional face-to-face therapy are supported by science. So this means that it gives people options. And who doesn't love options? As always, I say this every single video, and I mean it. Thank you if you have made it to this point in the video. If you are a regular here on my channel, I appreciate it, and I am so grateful for you and your time. If you want more good stuff like this, more simplified psychology to help you live a healthier and more meaningful life, there's so much good stuff on my website that I don't share here on my channel, drallisonanswers.com. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me know what you want more of. And of course, if you want to be the first to know about new videos, hit the subscribe button on my channel because then you will be. Thank you so much, and I will see you back soon for a brand new video. Bye-bye.